My goodness. 3,000 points to beat. Where am I on the daily leaderboards now? Well, at the moment, not even on them, but where am I? Still in fourth place. I doubt it. Because I was... Oh, look at me go! Still fourth place. Woohoo! Giddy up. Who have we got? Who have we got to beat? 40,000, and then we're in third place. Yeah, I think that's doable. That's very doable. And overall kills, where are we? Fifth place by about 300 sheeps. Don't even know how many sheeps I kill per night. Got no idea. But it doesn't matter. So it is time to grind for that free daily world token. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the VOD. Anyone who's watching, anyone who cares to watch. What are we doing? We are playing this Minecraft mod, which is Hungry World, as you can see over on the right-hand side of the screen in the leaderboard box. Now, Hungry World is a part the Web3 extension of the Hungry Wolves. It's a metaverse built on Minecraft in which we battle daily to try and get on the daily leaderboards. Why, I hear you ask? Because you get paid to do it. Top 10 get paid in cryptocurrency every single day for both coming top 10, whether you've got 20 points or whether you've got 20,000 points. And for those who spend a bit more time grinding the game, you do get a little bit extra for your efforts. But how do you do that? You run around like I'm doing, and unlike what I'm doing at the moment, you actually run into sheep and you kill sheep. So there are different rarity tiers, and if they're not on fire already, you can actually kill them. But I think that that one died. So we have white common sheep worth 20 points. We have green uncommon sheep worth 40 points. We have black rare sheep worth 60 points. We have red legendary sheep worth 80 points. And the crown jewel, the reason that we are here, la raison d'être ici, the blue mythical scrumptious sheep worth 100 points a pop, and an ear blistering cacophony when you do kill them. So basically just kill a sheep when you see a sheep. Like that. It was delicious. So that was a common, so that was uncommon. Common sheep worth 20 points. That was scrumptious. And rinse and repeat ad nauseum until you get to whatever score you feel like doing. The score to beat currently, as you can see on the right hand side, 3,000. So we will do what we can do to try and beat that score. We will just grind away. So very, very good. It's Tuesday, the 28th of March, 2023. I hope the quarter is going well. Almost end of month for those in retail, for those in the financial sector, end of quarter. And end of quarter always brings with it a little bit of hysteria and madness because people go out and buy stuff in order to write it off for end of quarter tax time. Hey, come back here. Don't run away. Now, it doesn't seem like there's going to be too many sheeps in this area. And oftentimes, if there is not a sheep in the landing page, which is what I like to call this area, simply because we have jumped out of a castle to get onto this particular plateau. If there's not many sheep here, then it means that there must be sheep elsewhere. But you do have to keep an eye out. It depends on when you jump in, when you spawn, when they spawn, and what time it is through the rotation of spawners. So, but every time I see a sheep, try and kill a sheep. And it appears that I kill an inordinate amount of sheep because there are lots of other people on the leaderboard who have higher scores than me, yet are below my number of kills. So maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Hello, is it sheep you're looking for? But who knows? I seem to just find a lot of the common sheep all the time. And while you're playing, what you can do to keep an ear out is actually listen for the bleating of the sheeps, which will give you an idea on where they are, where they've spawned, and if there are some available for you to kill. I'm pretty sure that we've just about exhausted the supply of sheep here. A couple of sheep over here, so we'll... Hey, stop. Where are you going? Why are you running away? Don't be scared. Come back here. So we shall just dispatch them to their maker, i.e. me. If you stop and take stock of the surrounding areas, you can often see them moving, which enables you to run over and get them, much like I saw this guy moving while we were running. So that's the game plan. Now we just need to execute and eat steak. So you can see the energy bar over on the right hand side of little icons in the middle of the screen. That is depleting the number of steaks that I have. Runs down and gradually degrades as I move around and kill sheep. So you have to eat. And you'll see that we have 43 steaks and we can eat them. But optimal eating time is when 4 of the bars have depleted in order to consume 1 steak without waste. Yeah. Speaking of waste, that was a waste of a head. Where'd he go? There he is. Think. Okay, so I think there's going to be few and far between here, so we shall move on to the next area, which takes us through the bowels of Hungry World, down into the deep, dark, stanky underbelly, encrusted with rocks and fire and stuff, and which will lead us through to a network of pathways and tunnels through which we can venture out into different areas of the map without having to run topside. So on this highly optimized route, we'll just see where we wind up. And as you can see, I now have exhausted 4 steaks, so I will eat 1 whole steak, which replenishes 4, and now I'm back to full strength. So that means that I don't have to battle as hard to kill sheeps. The lower your energy, the more it takes for you to kill a sheep, and the longer it takes for you to kill a sheep, the longer you're in here, but also more chance it has of running away and despawning. This is a rare sheep, as you can see. Oh, yes, well, he decided to run away, but yeah, come back. Killed for 60 points. Delicious. So I think it's pretty important to make sure that as you walk around, or run around, or cruise around, or fly around Hungry World, that you do actually stop and take time to listen and kill sheep, because every 20 points now is less later, when your motivation to grind away has been absolutely eroded. So, as a general rule, we can grind about 5,000 points per hour. So these streams normally will last anywhere between an hour, if I can't stream that long, to 2 hours. Sometimes the longest I've been is 2.5 hours. Generally try to steer away from streaming that long. One, because my hard drive doesn't have enough room to save all of the VODs, but also just because no one watches. But I still stream, I still run around in here, regardless. Now, this is the area that I like to refer to as the shearing fields, not the killing fields, because Minecraft, I don't think, and Hungry Wolves would prefer not to refer to it as killing as such. But I am shearing the sheeps of all of their wool and meat and bones. So you could hear that. You could hear that there is a sheeps around here somewhere. Where are you, sheeps? Where are you hidden? Come on. Come out, come out. Wherever you are. There's one down there. I don't particularly want to go all the way down there. So we won't. We'll just go across here, which is the start of this area, normally. So, just following stuff around. Follow the sound of the sheep around. See a sheep, kill a sheep. Everywhere a sheep. Hey, come back here. Now, that rule is not a hard and fast rule. Sometimes you will see me see sheep and decide not to kill them because the reward for chasing them down and killing them is not worth the time or the energy. And that's usually towards the end of the stream, when I've met or surpassed most of the top 5. So what we do, usually go around here, all the while looking to make sure, hey, is that a sheep? That looks like a sheep. Now this is actually not a sheep, it is a little lamb. Now what's the difference? Difference is they're tiny and they run around and it's so difficult to kill most of the time, especially in the grassed areas. So where I can, they will be the ones that I avoid as much as possible. If I can kill them with one shot, fantastic. If they start running around, you might see me slashing at grass and possibly complaining about little lambs. Now, little lambs are exactly the same number of points as their larger counterparts, just more infinitely infuriating to catch and kill, as you'll probably see right now. So this is in the grass, which means it's not a good shot, but very luckily I was able to kill it with one shot, 2 shots. But you shall undoubtedly see before very long where that attempt or those attempts fail. Now, again, another area which is normally teeming with life and sheeps, and yet there's very few in the way of sheeps to kill. But over on this side we can see here the mythical blue. So satisfying. So satisfying to kill those ones. That gave me duck bumps. So as you can see, already equal second and very shortly about to surpass second place. Now, of late, there has been a bit of a competition in Hungry World between those in the top 10 and those just coming onto the leaderboards in top 10, which meant that normally you could come in and kill 5 sheep, 10 sheep. Some people were killing just the 1 sheep on the daily basis and getting 20 points. And then they were being rewarded with world. Some other people decided, no sir, you shall not have that world that easily, and started to come in and kill regularly. So we found ourselves in a situation where it was no longer feasible to come in and get 100 points or 200 points or 500 points. It was, you need to start at 1,000. You need to get more than 3,000. All of a sudden, we needed to get more than 5,000. So by the end, probably by around February-ish, the situation was that the average the average first place would need to have a minimum of 10,000, all the way up to, I think I ground up to 25,000 or 22,500 one day in order to beat the person who wanted to try and beat me. So I do try and get top of the leaderboard, whether I separate myself by 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, not normally 10,000, because that means I would have to be getting at least sort of 15,000. Every 5,000 points is about an hour, and I typically try to spend about an hour, hour and a half, up to 2 hours in here before I call it quits. If I need to, I can actually come in the next day, because it is in fact the same day for me, even though I've woken up the next morning. It's still the same day because of Universal Coordinated Time, which is for some strange reason shortened to the acronym UTC, not UCT. So if that makes sense, I can kill up to 10,000 and then come back in and do another 5,000 before the end of the day, which I have done, which is how I got to 22.5 or 25, however much it was, I can't remember now. I know it was more than 20,000. So, now you're probably wondering, where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you just roaming around? Not exactly roaming around. I am currently perusing different areas within a set route that I do. which generally leads to me getting 5,000 plus per hour. Sometimes it can not. Sometimes I can get less. Sometimes I can get more. But generally at the hour mark, I sit back and reflect on exactly how many points I've got. And if we're heading in the right direction, fantastic. If I feel that we're not going to get there, then I might decide to call it quits early. You never know. But this is what it is. This is Hungry World. Now, I would be in here grinding away, and grinding away for a couple of reasons. One, because I would like to get myself higher on the leaderboards. I would like to get second or third position. But there are quite a few people, as you probably saw if you've been watching since the start of the stream. There was the top of the leaderboards is over 1.7 million points. I'm currently at 641,000, so that's almost triple what I have, but they have also been playing a lot longer than I have and dedicating themselves to the grind early on. Now, I'm not saying that I'll get 1.7, but I'll certainly say that I'll try and come in and grind as much as I can, as long as we're being paid for this, because who don't like free money? I like free money. You like free money? What's wrong with free money? Ain't nothing wrong with free money. Now, how do we maximize our ability to score points? Well, pretty simple. If you see colors, go for them. Leave the whites until later and try and kill the colored sheep first. Then come back for the commons. But if you're moving around anyway, may as well kill that common. Kill it, move on, find a coloured one, find a red or a blue or a black. Greens, yes, but they're still, even though they're uncommon, they're more common than the legendaries, rares, and of course the mythicals. Alright, that's as far as I'll go down this side. Can't hear anything bleating. Now, once again, remembering that where there are areas of low volumes / herds of sheep, that means that further areas at a different time will probably have an abundance, a higher volume. So as we make our way around, not too stressed, not too worried. Where are we? Now at 25, and we've hit 1600. So slightly behind the 8 ball in relation to points, but as you can see, I'm seeing colours. So let's kill them. Coloured sheep first. Oh, well that was right next to an uncommon sheep. So kill those coloured sheep first and you'll keep stacking them points. Stack them points, get up the leaderboard, get up the leaderboard, get cash. Cold, hard cash. Now, for context, it's currently 9 PM. So I've started streaming around the 8:30 mark. I try to get in and start streaming around that time. Now, of an evening, most people from 8:30 onwards wouldn't be doing too much. They'd probably be sitting down to watch TV or folding clothes, ironing clothes, or perhaps even curling their toes up in bed already in their pajamas. So whilst I am in here and have a couple of hours before I will actually be turning in, why not utilize that to maximize the amount that I'm getting paid? It just makes sense. So, coming up on a particularly difficult area, you'll see why in a second, because of this stuff. The grass. Grass is ass. No, sir, I don't like it. So we have, as you can see, there is a sheep's, but there's also a legendary little lamb. So the point is to try and kill the little lamb as well. But, and you'll see, now that I've killed the sheep it was with, it will skedaddle and it will try and find a new sheep to hang out with. This one didn't, and it ran into a clearing, so pretty easy to kill. And the reason you see me stop and look around is because sometimes I mistakenly think that stuff in the background are in fact blue sheep, which are worth taking a detour to kill. Sigh. Here we go. So, let's go down here and kill this guy. More over there. I can see one in the background. Is it worth heading over there to go and kill it? Anything else? Oh, there's 3 over there, so yes, that now makes it worth it. So, kill you. Oh, no, we won't kill you. Now, part of the issue, once you hit them once without killing them, they start running. And much like the little lambs, they're quite annoying. So that little lamb is going to go and hide, or it might just choose to despawn in my face. It did go and hide with another scrumptious sheep that it found. So if there is a sheep in the vicinity of a little lamb whose sheep you have just killed, they will run to the nearest sheep and just start walking around with it. Nope. Not that way. Okay. Now, out of this little grassed hillock area and into a less frustrating, more clear area where generally, normally, sometimely, sheep do actually hang about. And this is where your highly acute sense of hearing comes in key, because as you go around, it becomes more and more difficult with the movement of the screen to track exactly where sheep are, but you can hear them. And if you can hear them, you can then kill them. Sometimes you can see them clear as day. Sometimes they stick out like the dog's balls. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're nicely camouflaged. And sometimes you can miss them if you're bouncing around too much, going up and down. Oh. Well. Now let's go and try and find this guy. Where's this guy? Thank you, that guy. 60 points instead of a measly 20. So important to prioritise. Oh. But if they're right in front of you, you may as well kill them. So, what are we now? 32 minutes, and we are already at almost 2.5. So, getting there. Plus, the first two stages of which we went through, the landing page and the shearing fields, were both fairly dead, fairly devoid of many sheep. So now they're starting to stack up, which is good. Oh, come on. So almost at 2,500 and 33 minutes. Very good. So just about on track for the 5K for the hour. Now it's undecided at this point as to whether I continue on and try and get to 10K. It really depends on how many sheep there are. As a general rule, I try to get to 5,000. If I get to 5,000 and it's easy enough to push to 7 without having to do another sweep of the entire map, then I will do that. And once I get to 7,000, it's generally pretty easy to push through to 10. So by the time I get to 7, I've usually committed to going to 10 anyway, unless there's a specific reason that I feel I don't need to or don't want to. But the 10K per day certainly does help in the climb in the leaderboards. As you can see, I've got to get 40,000, which is 4 days worth of gameplay. 40,000 in order to get to position 3, I think it was, in the overall scores. Probably something that I will set as a mental plan and mental goal to hit. But it's all part of just playing and playing. Just keeping coming in and playing. So little lamb runs off, goes to be with another common sheep, and as you can see, running up and down the hills, the killings are much more difficult. Much difficult. Get him. Nice, 2 for. So do try and take advantage of as many kills as you can. And we're at 2-6. So now 320 points to first place. And I've no doubt that later on, whilst I'm asleep, the first and second place contenders at this point will probably come back in and increase their score in order to maximize their chances of being number 1 on the leaderboard and, of course, get themselves a place in immortality upon the leaderboards. But if needed, I can come back in as previously stated. Oh, stop. Yay, he died. Now you die. A-dink. Alrighty. Anything up here? Nope, couldn't see nothing. No interesting colours. There is a sheep down there. Let's go and get him. Again, 20 points is 20 points, but sometimes the reward's just not worth it. In this case, it wasn't too bad a cost. Oh, sorry, too high a cost. Now, these next few areas, given pickings have been slim up until this point, these next couple of areas may have quite the treasure trove. Now, I just saw a red sheep jump down over here, so again, killing the coloured ones first where possible. That sounds horrible, but those sheeps of colour rather than just the common white sheep. Or maybe I should just call them common sheep. So try and kill the legendaries, rares, and or uncommon before killing common sheep. And if you do happen to find yourself a mythical, kill that. Alright. Now you'll see that there are a few more sheep around here than other spots, which is kind of expected. So around here, we will actually do a clean sweep, as in nothing goes to waste. No sheep gets left behind. It's just a matter of getting to them before they despawn. And making sure that you're thorough in your investigations of how many there are and where they're hiding. So, now this is going to be a bit of a bastard, because it is a common sheep. Ooh. Normally they'd run away at that point, but it didn't. Very good. I'm happy with that. Ah, come on, man. Ooh. So that was a despawn, I believe, where the sheep just actually despawns in the middle of the game. I'm still not aware of exactly how long it takes for them to, how long it takes between spawning and despawning, but usually I don't give them enough chance to do so. I just make sure I take him out for a nice lamb dinner. See that one? Of course I can see up here there's a rare. So kill the rare, kill the uncommon. But rares, legendaries, uncommons first. And then go back around and sweep up or mop up ye oldie commons. Okay, so we see more over here. So let's go and kill over here. Let's do a little bit of a sweep around here because we've got a couple of sheep down here need to be dispatched to the butchers. Come on, sheepy. Come on. Kill, kill, kill. And as you can see already, 580 over the top of the leaderboard. So, well, not over, 580, which has taken me to the top of the leaderboard. Oh, I can't believe I just came all the way over here for a little lamb. And watch it run. Watch it run. And then it will run some more. Not if I can help it. Dispatched. Like a taxi. So now, whilst I chase these guys around. Really? Cool. We just have to do some cleanup around here. Mop and bucket, aisle 3. Mop and bucket, aisle 3. Where are you going? Stop running away. You punk. Alright, take a quick look around here. And then we'll go back down to where we were headed just before, which is the penultimate section. You go up the hill and then you go down the hill. Once you go down the hill, that is the end of the run, the end of the optimized route. And as you can see, so there's what, another 1,300 in sheep kills to be had before we hit 5k. So 15 minutes, it is entirely possible. So let's find where these other remaining sheep are bleating from. Make swift work of them and then move on. Now I can't see anything here, so what we're going to do is we're going to eat some steak, get our diamond sword back, and now continue on the rampage of the sheep killings. Yeah, like that. Like that. Ein sheep, sir. Ein sheep, sir. And back up. That's the top. Okay. Got him. So, let's see a couple of sheep here. Kill him. Is that one down there? No, but there was one over here. Around the corner. Can't let the little blighters get away. Where are you going? There. You die. And meh. You die. I thought I saw another one over here. Maybe not. Maybe it was all a dream. Okay. So we've gone up the hill. Now we must go down the hill. And boo. Normally there's herds of sheep hopping up the hill to get to us. Not so today. So we have 1100 left, and there may not be 1100 worth of points / sheep around the back here with which to finalize the 5k grind. But let's just see. There's a legendary. So we will certainly do our best to get up here and kill this guy. Very nice. I did see another sheep. Is that another legendary up there? Or is that just my sword? I can't tell. These areas, very difficult to navigate, especially if you don't play these areas that often, which I don't. So you're going to have to find a different way up, or we can just go back down. Let's go back down. So, don't normally go up there very often, only if there's something worth killing. And a legendary, 80 points, I reckon that's worth it. So, do we have more sheeps? There's another sheeps. Get up there. Okay. Well, you can die. And then I'll go around here and yes. We want to go all the way to the other side where we certainly weren't looking to be. Does that sound good? Now, I thought I saw a green sheeps. I did. Now, we've still got 10 minutes, but as you can see, there is bugger nothing by way of sheep here. So, what we can do is we can take a quick sprint through the tunnels underneath the land, go back to one of the other areas in the hopes that in the last hour more sheep have spawned in, which is usually the case. Let's go. Let's be about that. And if we happen to come across perhaps a mythical sheep or 3 on the way, we shall dispatch of them. Or even uncommons. Bye-bye. This is one of the other entrances / exits. And now we sprint. Keeping an occasional ear out for the sound of sheep bleating in the tunnels. Boop-a-doo. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay. So you can hear sheep in here sometimes. You can see them, so you run over and hack them up into little itty bitty pieces, sell them off to the highest paying butcher, who will then mark them up and sell them on to you to eat. always keeping an eye and an ear out. This one was very silent, but kept an eye out. There's another sheep's here. So, we just keep murderizing everything that we come across. Except for other players. When you run into other players in here, you cannot harm them. No matter how hard you hit them with your Diamante sword, which is what it appears to be at that point. Thought I saw red over to the side there. Might be, might not be. We'll see in a sec. Okay. I thought there was red over here. No, it must have just been the top of that mushroom cap over this hill. That guy. But certainly can see a couple of sheep up here, which is good. So we are now sitting at 4,460, 5k, probably the goal. And at this point, probably going to do it for the night, but we'll see. Unless there's the motivation of a mythical hiding around here, which always makes it a lot more fun. Hearing the big boom. But you can hear the sheeps, so you can kill the sheeps. Hear a sheep, kill a sheep. Everywhere a sheep, sheep. 580 to go. Counting it down like it was New Year's Eve. Really? Yeah, that's right. Got both of you punks. Ah. Oh. Shouldn't have run towards me, Mr. Rare. $140 left to go. Ooh. Wow. That was a little cluster of sheep, or a mini herd. 60 more points to go, of which there's 80. No. No, you're not running away from me, buddy. No, no, no. There's another one. That's another legendary. We've got to go back and get the other one. Because that legendary, unless it took off and despawned, I hadn't killed it. Yikes. Oh well. That's okay. Ah, there it is. You dead. No. And as you can see, as you can tell, if you're very close to a particular number and there's still sheep around, If you're aiming for 5,000 and you get more than 5,000, you might as well just kill. Just keep killing, because it's less points that you then have to get later on in order to beat whoever's going to try and beat you. If all these sheeps are hanging around here, why not just slaughter them? Like I said, 20 points is 20 points. That's 20 points. So now that's 360, but I don't have to get later on. And look at that. So we are now at 5,360 with 1.5 minutes to go to the 1 hour mark. So as you can see, approximately 5,000 is definitely doable, depending on where you are, what you're running into, and how many sheep you kill. Best bit of advice, kill the sheep of color first. Kill the mythicals, legendaries, rares, and uncommons in that order when you see them, if they're all in the same area. And then go for the white, common. So, for the moment, I think that is going to do it for stream. Very luckily, that was less than an hour. So luckily for you guys, because you don't have to spend any more time watching this. Not that too many people do watch this. However, for those who have watched it, for those who did stick around, I very much appreciate it. Feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe on the YouTube VOD. Can be watched both on Twitch and YouTube. But for the moment, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for watching. Come back and watch another time. Come back and chat. And until the next time, ciao for now.